Morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is Saturday, September 4, 2021. It is the last day of week number 35. This week does cross 2 months, so when I'm entering my data, I want to make sure it uses a date, and I do pivot on months so that this week half the trades will be in September, and then the other half will be in August. Facebook, join me in this Facebook group, Investing 102. Again, here it is, Facebook group, Investing 102. You'll find me there. You can level up your thinking in investing. We talk about stock market, options trading, Bitcoin, a little bit of everything, some real estate, insurance, a little bit of everything. It's whatever you want to talk about. There's other people in that group. Anyway, let's go straight to ETrade. So I'm going to go straight to ETrade. I'm going to copy my transaction. I'm going to paste it into a spreadsheet. And I'm going to paste it and give me some room in the top. Okay, there you go. And then I'm going to paste my next set. And then I'm just going to grab these transactions. Again, I will paste it and then remove anything that's useless. And I'm going to paste it here. And now I'm just going to resort it and then remove everything that's useless. And now I'm done editing everything. I did put in all my options trade, the notes, the numbers. I did some position cleaning up. So normally these will not have an impact on my trade. So I'm going to remove these things here, but they won't have an impact on it. Okay, and now I'm ready to pivot. So we saved it already. We're going to go to the top here. I always go and there's a couple things I need to do. I need to add in the new month. So let's pivot. First thing we're going to do is hit the refresh button. And then the second thing we got to do is go in here. If you don't refresh it, the new month's not going to show up. And there you go. Okay, I see an error. So let's go fix that first. And the final thing is I think I fixed the error. Hit the refresh button. Everything looks fine now. Let's go to the next option here. Just hit the refresh and everything will move around because I got a new month. And everything looks good. So I normally just go back here, copy the value on top. Didn't really move much. You see that? The trade count did change, so it's 553 now. So let's just update this here and it's 553. 553. So let me fix this up. And here's the final numbers, 33 trades, week 35, 533. Profit was slightly up, very little. The averages are okay. So let's talk through some of the trades. If you see this, I have a filter on. Fastly, I did several moves. If you look at this, just this week alone, Fastly actually made me money. If you see, 147. So it shows you that Fastly was highly profitable for this week. I have 2 cover calls and 1 cash secure put on it. 147 is pretty good, which shows you that then I lost money in other trades or other strategies. And I remember what happened. I closed some SPY, but I'll show you that later. Let's talk through another trade. SoFi is my new trade. You see that? I have 2 cover calls on this one and 1 cash secure put. I only made, it's like 43 bucks there plus another 35. So it's not much. I don't factor this in because that's the cost of buying the underlying. Because I'm only trying to track just my options P&L, which is interesting because I am a long-term buy and hold trader, so I don't really even track my underlying. So if my underlying goes up, I don't track it. If it goes down, I don't track it. Obviously, it does have an impact on your net worth, but from a trading point of view, even though I am writing cover calls, most time I'm buying these stock for long-term trades, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, so I don't really track the change in underlying. So let me talk through what happened to this one. This one I opened over here at 49 days, and you can see that I collected $1,000. So what happened? I started off good. I wrote down the untested side, which is the put side, collected 42. But here's the week where I made a mistake. I actually moved down the cost side way too close. So I collected $130. Over here, 138 with 29 days to go. And we all know what happened. All-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. So it wiped out most of my gains, including the extra premiums I collected. So when you do this, my total profit was only $234, which is really low. The 50% profit margin on this is 500 bucks. I underperformed, but a lot of it is, you can also see why. If I rolled the untested side twice and even did nothing on the call side, I would actually done better. So this is a trade that really didn't work against me, and I moved this one way too far. I think I moved it $10 closer, and it was being too close to being tested because it was when I closed it was a 460, and the market was at like 453 with 24 days left. So let's look at another SPY where it didn't go so bad. So let me show you this one. This one is a September 17 with 11 contracts. If you look at this, I closed it for $1,000. So you're saying, how did I make money on this? So let's look at the beginning. 45 days ago, this trade, I collected $1,400 up front. So the target profit is $700 roughly. And you can see here, I rolled down the untested, side on the put, so that's rolling up on 37 days. And then I'm up to 1,600. Then I did it again the next following week, and now I'm up to 1,600 in premiums. And then I finally rolled the put again, and that's 1,700. And if you see the closing, total profit is 679. And this is even in it's kind of weird, right? Because the way options work is, so I rolled it for a little bit more premium, but this one I did it on only one side. The put side definitely gave me more money. But because the market was not flat, if the market was flat, I would have actually made more money, because the call side is really where I lost some of the premium, because you're closer to the tested side, which is, again, this one was a 459. If you see my mouse right here, my call side, my short call is a 459, and the market was pretty close to it. It was a 453 or 454 this week because of new time highs, and it was running up. So this, while I made not a lot, I made roughly a little bit under my target, but the rolling of the untested side actually helped, even in a scenario where the market was moving in one direction. Okay, so I made a small profit this week. It was non-eventful, really small. I did some small position. Fastly made me a little bit of money. I did correct some of my bad positions. Again, S&P, my iron condors have really been a bad trade lately. I need the market to stay flat. Now, all-time highs are good for your 401k plans and all the people who are collecting in retirement plans. Traders are not really a big fan of it. I'm not a directional trader when it comes to options. So if the markets flatten out and go up, let's say 0.5% or less, and just range bound, I would do actually better. So let's see what happens. Hey, comment below. Let me know if you're doing well in trading. If you need some specific videos, let me know, okay? Thanks again. Hey, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. As always, have a profitable day. Bye-bye.